Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Convince me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Oh Lord. Good morning. Listen, look, Baby, I got a 2-hour delay at work. So I said, well, let me get on here and talk about fucking Dineva for a few minutes. I ain't going to tell y'all what I did this morning. I'll tell y'all that story later. I ain't even got time to get into it because that's going to take up too much time. Baby, I got a strong 45 minutes. So please be my timekeeper. I have to be off of here by 10 o'clock. So I'm really supposed to be at work by 10:05. But I can get to work. I'll be all right. But I just need to be off of here. So we all know what happened last night. The dam was broken. Funky Dineva broke his silence on what really happened as far as what he knows the night that Tamar claims that she almost died because she woke up in a pool of blood and her teeth was all over the place. Now, let me play you very quickly. I'm going to just play a little clip and then we're going to get into what Funky said last night. This is just a little clip because let's be clear. When we left off in this Tamar Funky Dineva saga.
It's so damn good.
Sorry, y'all. Where we left off in this saga, the last thing that Funky Dineva said, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna play it. I don't have time. We're just gonna play Funky Dineva's video. But the last thing that Funky Dineva told that woman, no, I am gonna let y'all hear a little bit of it. He said, keep my name out your mouth. And not only did he say, keep my name out your mouth, he said, I don't want you thinking about me. I don't want you alluding to me. I don't want you throwing no shade at me. Thank you, Tracy. I'll read that in a minute. I don't want you in any way, shape, or form insinuating anything as it relates to me because I know how you play and I know how shady you can be. So let's just be clear. Keep my name out your mouth. Now, I am going to let y'all hear a little bit of this clip because he lets us know that even in their drama, Tamar did not say his name, but what I'm saying to you is he told her, don't throw no shade, don't allude to me, don't insinuate anything about me. He told her that because he said, Tamar, I know what you do. You throw the rock and you hide your hand and then you play victim. We're gonna get into it though, because I said, listen, I said the same thing last night. I said, well, what Tamar said really wasn't that bad, but then when I listened to Funky's video all the way through, I said, I get it. But we're going to get to that. So let me just let y'all hear this little bit, and then we're going to get into what Funky said, and then Tracy just sent me what Funky posted.
And because I know you, and I know how much you dig in the comments, and you concerned about what people say about you, you see what these people out here doing to me. You see what these people out here doing to me. And you just ain't going to say nothing. Now you not even responding to me. At a minimum, had you would have wrote, friend, I'm fine. Just let it ride. We'll talk later. I'd have been fine with it. Let me just be in on it. Or maybe if there's nothing to be in on, the fact that you were willing to just sit back and let me be collateral damage and all of this, even if you didn't want to say nothing publicly, you could have said something privately. Like, damn, friend, you caught up. The whole while I'm being accused of not being a friend to you. I'm being accused of being a messy sissy that ran to the internet to tell your business when that's not even how it happened. The whole while, even then and even now, I'm holding on to your business. I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically. Even in this moment, I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically, but you're not going to play with.
Okay, so that's the part I wanted y'all to hear. There was other stuff, but again, I don't have time to dig through all the clips. But even then, he's basically in my opinion, that was him throwing a warning to Tamar to say, look, You know I know more and I ain't saying it. Leave me alone. You know I can air you out and I'm choosing not to. Leave me alone. Now that's how I took that. Okay? Now, Tamar did an interview. And yes, she did not call Funky Dineva by name, but she made a comment that hit him wrong. And if I'm gonna let y'all hear it. And again, I see people in the chat. And listen, let's be clear. Y'all know that I have given Funky Dineva smoke. Okay, y'all know if you new to me over here, maybe you don't know. But if y'all know me, then y'all know I have given it to Funky Dineva. I have given it to Tamar. But I take every situation on an individual basis. And I look at it from the perspective of how would I react if that were me? Now, y'all know I don't respect Mad Day. However, I feel like this wasn't Mad Day. But let's get into it. I'm gonna let y'all hear what Funky said last night, which set the internet on fire. So let's listen to it.
On to a story that I'm still up in the air about how I'm gonna respond to Tamar. Okay, but Tamar recently did an interview with L'Oreal, and I don't know. She just did something I didn't like. Take a look.
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party. Mm-hmm.
Now, she did not call Funky Dineva by name, but we know that she's talking about Funky Dineva because it was his birthday. So we know she's talking about Funky Dineva. Everybody knows she's talking about Funky Dineva because everybody knows it was Funky Dineva's birthday. Okay, so no, she didn't say his name, but everybody knew who she was talking about. But let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You thought was your friend?
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do. Well, you kind of know the spiel. I come home, I'll take a shower, I'll wash my face, I'll come back in the kitchen. We'll have, have more.
Okay, so the rest of the interview is irrelevant. Tamar, I'm gonna speak to you directly. I never wanted what transpired between me and you to transpire. I didn't. In this moment, it's still not something that I'm very proud of. And I honestly wish that I could go back a couple months and we could be in the place that we were before this happened. But what I can't tolerate is the sly shade, the sly messiness, and this thing that you do. You do just enough that when somebody calls you on it, then you can dip your hands back and be like, I didn't do nothing. What? I didn't do nothing. I didn't say the person's name. Okay, you started out with...
Are you aware of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about it?
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that at all because I'm telling you to your damn face, you was a bold-faced, bald-headed, goddamn liar, okay? That night was never about me. You and Zoe and all the rest of them, y'all was looking for something to eat. Y'all called me and was asking me what was there to eat up in my direction. I said everything up my way closed. I was like, we could always go to Roof Chris. Y'all said, fuck it, meet me at Roof Chris. I met y'all.
Hey, boo. There go my baby schoolboy. Hey, girl. How you doing? Baby schoolboy is over there living his best life, okay? Let me say this. And I know that for some of y'all, we're not going to agree. And that's okay. Y'all know I don't have no problem with us not agreeing. And we can disagree respectfully. And ain't nobody being disrespectful. So I'm cool with that. The minute Funky Dineva started explaining why that comment rubbed him the wrong way, I understood. Now, would I have then come down to the internet and said everything? but I understood. I'm gonna let a little bit more play.
At Ruth Chris, you and Zoe. In comes walking Mendices and his homeboy. Okay. Now, this is the third time that me and you have been hanging out, and out of nowhere, here comes Mendices. Okay. Now you can make of that whatever the hell you want to make of it. Okay. I was tired. I wanted to go home. Y'all said we going over here to Sauce in Buckhead. Meet us at Sauce. I said, y'all, I really don't want to go. I drive my car over to Sauce. By the time I get to Sauce, Zoe calls and says, Tamar said, just leave your car at her house and we're going to go to V12. I didn't even want to go. You didn't throw me no party, love. Why are you doing this? Why is it so important for you to create this narrative like you were doing something for a friend and a friend did you so wrong? Okay? So now you and Mendices.
And that is when I understood why what Tamar did rubbed him the wrong way. And I was talking to, I'm going to say it, I was talking to Cruiser this morning when I'll tell y'all what I did later. But I was talking to Cruiser this morning and I said, Cruiser, I know you well enough to know that this would bother you. And I gave her the scenario and she said, oh no, yeah, that would piss me off. See, and what something Cruiser said was, I'll never be mad at you for telling the truth on me, but don't lie on me. And I understand for some of y'all, that might not be enough. And I respect that. Everybody has their point of what will piss them off, right? But for her to insinuate, because see, when you say I threw a party for you, you are insinuating a lot. You are saying that you as my friend, I took the time, the energy, and the money to do something special for you on your birthday, and then you betrayed me. That is the narrative that she wants us to believe. That Funky Dineva betrayed her after she did so much for him. And what Funky Dineva is saying is, listen, don't lie on me. You could say we went out to dinner. You could even say we went to the club. You could even say, hey, it was his birthday and I picked up the check. But don't make it seem like you put in motion a whole night for me and then the way the night ended and then I left you hanging. Because now what you're trying to do is you're trying to turn the narrative and you're creating yourself to be a victim and Funky Dineva to be the villain. And I understand why he feels the way he feels. Now, let's be clear about something. I'm not saying that I would handle it the way that Funky Dineva has handled it. I'm not saying I would or I wouldn't. What I am saying is I understand why he was upset. And what the last thing he told Tamar in his and I couldn't find it because I just don't have time to keep searching for it. But the last thing he told Tamar was keep my name out your mouth. He said, listen, I ain't going to say nothing else. As far as I'm concerned, this is it. If you don't say nothing else, I won't say nothing else. And he was very clear. He said, keep my name. Don't throw no shade. Don't allude to me. Don't insinuate. Don't make any implication about me. And I will leave you alone. And he's telling her in that first clip I played, he's telling her, look, you know I know more. You know I can empty the clip. And I'm choosing not to, but don't push me. Now let's listen. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Sneaking and dealing around. Mendices was behind us at the V12. Okay. He just didn't want to walk in or they had arranged it because he didn't want to be caught up all in the mix. If you were throwing Quentin a party, Tamar, the sign would have said Quentin. The sign would have said Funky Dineva on it. Okay? Now, in fairness, it was my birthday week, and maybe in your mind, you were saying, let's go out and continue to hang for your birthday, or it's your birthday, let's hang. But to create this narrative that you went to throw a birthday party for a friend and this friend did you so wrong. That's not right, Tamar, and it's not fair to me, and my feelings are hurt behind it. My feelings are really hurt behind you trying to create this narrative. And here is what the situation is, my love. For whatever reason, you being Tamar Braxton that you are, you like running to the internet and stirring up mess and confusion and drama. It's what you like. There is no real world where anybody busts out the front of their damn mouth and then start talking about they woke up in a pool of blood and they almost died. I did not play it in this interview, but at the time in which you went to the internet, you said you woke up in a pool of blood and almost died. In this interview with L'Oreal, you mentioned that you were home with David or somebody, and they said we need to call the ambulance, and you were like, no, we're not calling no ambulance, which suggests to me that you did not almost die. Okay, but now since you want to be like this, let's be like this. Part of the problem with this whole...
Can I just say something? This is my 2 cents. This really be talking. This ain't funky. This ain't nobody else. This really be talking. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never did, and I still don't believe that Tamar don't know what happened. Let me say that one more time. I never did, and I still don't believe, that Tamar don't know what happened. And at the very least, there were people in that house with Tamar. She wasn't home alone. Now, I'm going to be honest and tell you, I honestly think that Tamar ass just got blackout drunk and she fucking fell and busted her teeth. That's what I believe. And I also don't believe it was as bad as she said it was, because we already talked about this when it happened. Girl was at the club 2 days after she allegedly had all this oral surgery. That's not how this shit works. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, I got to take this call. This is some tea coming in. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. That was my person that's down at the courthouse, because Wendy got a court date today. So that was the person. They said the person just told me that Wendy got her face beat for the guards, and Wendy is flawless walking up in that courtroom. So they keeping me posted on what's going on down to the courthouse. All right. So I just don't believe. Now, do I believe that Tamar fucked up her mouth? Yeah, but I just don't. Anyway, let's keep going.
Thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendices had in front of me. Okay, all of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up. I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we're gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendices got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home, because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay? And
now, do y'all remember when all of this stuff happened? That was one of the rumors that was out there. Y'all remember that one of the rumors was that was Yandy? That Yandy ran up on Tamar and whooped Tamar ass? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that rumor being out there? That Yandy did that to Tamar? Let's keep going.
Shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay, now if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendices and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head, because that's who went upstairs with you. That's who went upstairs with you. Okay? All the phone calls I got at the V12, is Tamar drunk? Why is she sitting on Mandisi's lap like this? Why is she sitting on Mandisi's lap? And see, here's the thing. I hate that I even chose to go this route because it follows the narrative of, oh, he just a messy sissy.
Hold on.
Couldn't wait. You knew that. Baby, you didn't throw no party for me. If anything, you threw a pre-party for Mandisi's. Because he the one who went back upstairs with you. That lady husband. And see, y'all be around here in these blogs and shit thinking y'all be knowing what y'all be talking about. Folks.
I'm gonna leave it there because again, y'all know I don't have that much time. I'm gonna leave it there. And basically, he goes on to just get into the blogs and people getting the story wrong. And he basically said that no, the only victim in this whole scenario is Yandy, right? Now, let me tell y'all something funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny. But last night, when I was going to sleep last night, I said, well, I don't have time to talk about this. I'll talk about it tomorrow. So y'all know I did a little TikTok short and I posted a little short about it. But then I was scrolling through TikTok last night, and guess who was live selling who was doing a TikTok live last night selling their stuff? Miss Yandy. And you could tell she was off her game. You could tell, I didn't read the chat, but I am certain they were spamming that chat because you could see her pausing and reading and then like ignoring it. And you could see that she had people in, she probably had mods in there that was deleting. She should have just turned them damn comments off, if I'm being honest. On TikTok, you can turn the comments off or you can limit the comments or however that goes. She should have just done it. She should have turned them. First of all, I mean, because listen, make your money, girl. Make your money. I ain't saying you should have canceled your TikTok live. It's Christmas. It's the holiday season. Baby, turn that off. Turn them comments off. Here come Mims. He know all the really be secrets. And I know he is. Hey, boo. But you could tell she was a little shook. She was off her game. You could tell she was a little like, damn. But again, make your money, girl, but you should have turned them damn comments off. Now, Tracy sent me something that Funky Dineva done said. So let me read this. I'm reading this for the first time, y'all. Tracy just sent it to me. So hold on. Let me read what Funky done said. Funky posted on his social media the following. I must say, this man has lied a few times. Oh, this is coming from the Glam University. So hold on. So this is coming from the Glam University. So hold on, y'all. So this isn't Funky Dineva's words. This is coming. Okay, let me read what this is. This is coming from the Glam University. And it says, I must say this man has lied a few times. He did a whole episode about me, and I don't have any personal relationship with this man. I was out with him one night, but he was in the bathroom riding the ski slopes most of the time. I'm not sure what he's recapping. I don't know Tamar personally, but I do know I gave this guy an opportunity to have an interview at my salon, and my personal friends have had to stop him from talking about me when I'm not around. He sounds very believable, but I will say the things he said about me aren't true. So I'm not sure if these things are either. I don't do the Kokiana. So that was the first and only time we went out. So Funky Dineva said, now Sabrina, how you get in it? So I don't even know who Sabrina is. Oh, Sabrina from the one that got sued by T.I. and Tiny and lost? Girl, go sit down somewhere. Moving right along. So at the end of the day, and again, I understand that people are going to disagree, and that's fine. Like, I get it. I get it. Y'all know that I'm not a fan of either one of these people. So my point of view is just that, my point of view. I believe Funky because he already said it. He alluded to this. The rumors were already out that Tamar and Mandisi's were messing around, that it wasn't just a video, right? The rumors were already out, and the rumors were even out there that was Yandy that whooped up on Tamar. Now, to be fair, I do believe that Tamar knows what happened to her. But I also believe that Tamar did what Tamar always does and put 20 on 10. I believe she had an injury. I do. I believe she fell and she busted her damn mouth open. And I believe she was probably drunk. And yes, she needed a dentist, but I don't believe that her injury was on the level that she said it was, because we know that she is dramatic. And this is what I said when we were talking about the Braxtons. And I said this in my live when we were talking about the Braxtons, and I said, we see in real time how Tamar will take this and turn it into that. When she was talking to Trina, and Trina said to her, and Trina said it just like this. Trina said, I don't remember exactly what she said, but Trina said, Tamar, I don't want to talk about that now. And Tamar was like, what? Well, you said it on camera. And when Tamar repeated what Trina said, Trina said, I don't want to talk about that right now. And Tony was like, girl, she did not say it like that. And I told y'all then, I said, see, that's the issue right there. When Tamar hears something, that's how she hears stuff. Because that's how she is. Trina did not say it with an attitude. She didn't say it like that, but that's how you heard it. And when you repeated it, that's how you put it out there. So I do believe that Tamar had an injury. And I believe that instead of going and getting her shit taken care of and handling her shit, Tamar decided to do what she always does and bring the internet into it. So once you bring the internet into it, it becomes an issue. See, leave me out your business. If Tamar had never told us, none of us would have talked about it. I'm going to say that one more time. If Tamar never told us, none of us would have talked about it. But the minute you put us in your business, meaning you went to the internet and you put us in your business, you have invited me to have an opinion. You don't have to agree with that, but that's how I feel about it. Once you have invited me into your business, you have invited me to have an opinion about your business. Now, somebody earlier was like, well, what do you call Mad Day? When I said I don't respect Mad Day, but I understand what Funky Dineva did. Listen, I don't respect Mad Day. To me, Mad Day would have been, he would have spilled all this shit as soon as it happened. That would have been Mad Day to me. Mad Day would have been him coming down here and telling all of this shit when it happened. That's Mad Day. Baby, that thing happened months ago. We wasn't even talking about you, Tamar. And you threw that dig, and for some people, they might let that thing roll off their back. For some people, they might let it just roll off their back. But we know that ain't Funky. Funky ain't letting it roll off his back. That's not who he is, and he done told y'all that. Now, we ain't got to like it, but we have to respect that that's who he is. Now, to be clear, let's be honest and let's be clear. We know that Funky holds a lot of secrets. Funky don't come down here and tell everything he know about everybody. That's just a lie. He holds a lot of secrets. He holds a lot of people's secrets. But when you piss him off, or when he feels like you slighted him, he will tell it. Like what he did to Michelle, when they fell out and he came down talking about how she smelled and all that other stuff, that was bad. Was it entertaining? Sure. But was it bad? It was. It was bad. In this instance, I'm not saying I would have handled it the way he handled it, but he told that woman, leave him alone. And for some of y'all might not feel like, what up, Don Boo? Drop your link again. I'm gonna call you too. But drop that link again. Drop that link again for your award show. You guys, it's 300 of y'all in here. Don is producing or co-producing an award show for social media content and content creators. If you guys want to nominate somebody, he's going to drop the link. It's a Google Doc. Fill it out. And again, you can nominate your favorite TikTok star, your favorite Instagram person, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat. And it's a Google Doc. You guys can just go through that and you can submit it that way. I don't have more information than that. I'm sure Don has done a full video or explained it on his channel. So y'all make sure y'all get over there to Don. And as I get more information, I will. Right now, they're just in the nomination process. I think it's open for 2 more days. So please nominate your people, okay? And I'm gonna call you when I get off of here, because I need to ask you something about it. Yeah, I'm team Funky on this one. Again, y'all know I done had some things to say about Funky Dineva, but on this one, I'm team Funky because I understand. Don't say you did something for me you didn't do. Don't do that. Don't lie on me. She could have very easily just said I was at a friend's birthday party. She doubled back to add I threw, because her first answer was yes, I was at a friend's birthday party. Girl, you could have left it at that. But you doubled back to say I threw a friend a birthday party. You doubled back to throw that out there. Tracy, yes, you can nominate Brene. He could have it spilled then because she knew the net was dragging him. She could have cleared that up the first day. Exactly. She absolutely could. And that's all he said from the beginning. Girl, you could have came down here a long time ago and cleared this up. You could have told the people a long time ago. But what's up, cuz? Hey, boo. Let me say this and then I'm going to get out of here. Because I got to get to work. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we know that Mendices and Yandy have been having issues. I think both of them have stepped out of their marriage. So I don't know if this is new information to Yandy, if I'm being honest. I don't know if this is new information to Yandy. The rumors were already out there about Tamar and Mendices. So I don't know if this is new information. And I doubt that Yandy will address it. If Yandy ever addresses it, it'll be on camera because Yandy is about her money. And I feel like if Yandy is going, I feel like she likes fuck you, Dineva, you're gonna pay me for my pain. So if I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it on camera. I doubt she's gonna make any sort of public statement. I doubt it. I would be surprised if Yandy made any sort of public statement. I would be very surprised. And I damn sure don't think Mendices gonna say nothing. But what I will say is this, and then I'm gonna get on out of there. I will say this. Tamar, what happened? Because if you went upstairs with two people and you already had somebody in your house, your assistant or whomever that fuck it, I never said was there, a guy by the name of David was there. Girl, you know what happened. Even if all you know is, baby, I was drunk and I blacked out. Girl, you know what happened. I don't believe you don't know what happened, but I believe you enjoy the mystery and the intrigue of it all. I believe you like telling that story that you don't know what happened. And I don't believe that your injuries were as bad as you said they were, only because, girl, I saw you on TikTok live doing your makeup 2 days later. Your face wasn't even swollen. I'm going to say, look, I said I'm going to say this and I'll be gone. I'm really going to say this and I'll be gone for real. Girl, how many of us have ever had dental work? Any sort of dental work. You had your wisdom teeth pulled. Maybe you had to get a root canal. Maybe you, like, how many of us, maybe even if you got a deep clean, any of y'all ever had one of those deep cleaners where they really get in there? Let me tell y'all something. Baby, when I first put on my Invisaligns, my mouth was hurting. I couldn't even eat because it hurt to do this for like a day or two. Ain't no way in hell you had all that dental work done and you was on camera 2 days later doing makeup and your face wasn't even swollen. And she was like, I can't even open my mouth. Look. I can't open my mouth. Girl, you was having a whole conversation. You sat on that live and did your whole face and talked the whole time. Then we saw you at a club walking the red carpet. Girl, who is doing that? Right. Everybody in the chat is talking about all the dental work they had. Baby, dental work will take you out. I remember, baby, look, when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, it wasn't as bad. But please understand, I was laid up and I was taking the meds, honey. I wasn't talking to nobody. I didn't have nothing to say. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. Look, I had a 2-hour delay at work, so I was able to come down here and talk to y'all, but I got to get out of here because I got to be at work in 20 minutes. Okay? So let me get on out of here, but I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day and have a great day on purpose. And I'll see y'all later on. Don't forget tonight, I'll be interviewing Scotty by Nature at 6:30 on both channels. It'll be on both channels, but I'll be interviewing him about everything about his book, about his new web reality show and YouTube in general. And we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna get on out of here. Talk to y'all later. Peace. And don't forget, do Don. He dropped the link. Y'all nominate these people. Help support this brother. All right. Peace.